Hey guys, I'm literally doing this in my car because I couldn't find a better place, but it's hot. I may sweat through the video. Um, I apologize. I had two dreams I was hoping to get some insight on. I've got a little bit, but I would love to hear what you guys think about them. The first one, I was in a gymnasium with like a very laminated kind of floor, you know, that thick kind of whatever they put over the top. And I was using a dry mop to kind of sweep, I guess, or dry mop the floor. Sorry about my hair. Um, and I was content with what I was doing, but all of a sudden these people come in, and it was people I knew from like high school before. And the guy was a guy that was friends with my brother, who is a photographer and writer who has a moderate amount of success locally. And his ex-wife, who is a published writer who's won awards now. And they came in, and I knew when they were coming toward me, and they had someone with them too. They were kind of snickering and looking down on me and laughing, and I thought, well, here it comes. They're going to come insult me. And sure enough, that's what they come to do. I'm sorry, it's so shaky. So I didn't really care, but I was kind of gearing up for it. I was like, all right, I see what's coming here. And so the guy came up to me, and he was getting ready to say something really snide, and he started, and he said, well, you know, look at you over here doing, and he was going to finish like and say something really snotty about it being kind of a lowly position. And he's like, look at you over here, you know, using your, and then his mouth went, and his words come out like garbled, and he looked really shocked at himself, like, what is going, and he tried to talk, but the words were all like, and I kind of pulled back and kind of got tickled, and I was like, well, that's not, in my mind I'm thinking, it's not really working out for you to try to insult me. But I didn't say anything rude. But it finally, he kept trying, and I looked at him and I said, try getting it out. Try getting it out. And the reason that's funny is because it's actually something my daughter and I joke about, because we saw a clip of Trump where he was being interviewed by a girl who was trying to really cut him down, but she didn't even know her information. And so she kept messing up what she was saying and stuttering. And so when she was trying to kind of quip him, he actually zinged her, and he was like, he goes, try getting it out. I mean, I don't know if you plan on putting this on the air, but you don't even know what you're talking about. You can't even speak. And she got more and more flustered as he stood up for himself. And we always get tickled with that. So we'll say that to each other if we get our words garbled. We'll say, try getting it out, try getting it out. And so that's what I said to him. And so then he tried again. He looked really frustrated, and so did the people with them. And they're like, what's going on? Because they come to zing me, but I kind of zinged them. And so he tried again. And this time when he spoke, it was just like, and nothing came out. So I just kind of smiled, kind of stood there like, okay, try your best, but it's not working. So then they just sort of turned around and left, kind of with their tail between their legs, if you will. And I just remember thinking that, yeah, I know I'm in a lowly position, but I'm okay with that because I know I'm going to be doing more. And that was what I got. And so I think there's meaning behind that. If you have anything, let me know in the comments. The second dream, I was in a store, and I had my purse in the front of the buggy like women do. And I've had my wallet stolen twice doing that, because when you've got kids, especially when she was smaller, you kind of look away from the buggy and they're getting into things. And so twice I've had my wallet stolen that way. But I had a sense that I need to guard my purse. But at that point, it was too late, and a man had walked by and stuffed my purse under his arm, and he was walking away kind of slowly because he thought he hadn't got caught. But I saw him, and I went outside with him, and I said, hey, that's my purse. Bring me back my purse. And then when I noticed that people were paying attention around, I started saying, this man stole my purse. He got my purse. And so these guys were coming at him like, yeah, we're going to go get it. And I think they did get my purse, but what they didn't get was my keys. And the man who stole it was like, oh, look what I got. Look what I still have. And I looked at him and I said, really, dude, you're going to get in trouble over my car? I said, my car's maybe worth $300. That is not worth getting in trouble over. And so at that point, there was a lady to this side, and she saw, and she had this sense about her giving me this look like, no, you need those keys. So she was going to go for them. And right whenever I looked over to see that she was going for him, he pulled out a rusty gun. And so I pulled back into the corner of the building on the outside, hoping he wouldn't see me, because I thought if he saw me, he might shoot me. And when I glanced back over at that point, he aimed the gun and he shot this lady in the back. And when he shot her, her body shot up into the air, like it propelled it off the ground. And then I woke up, and it was really alarming. But I could tell it was a dream full of symbolism, and I have some indications, and I will continue to pray to see God on those. But if you have any insight, will you please leave it in the comments? I think they're connected too, because the dreams were back to back. So I'm just really curious to see if there's anything in that for me or for any of you. that God may be speaking through. So if you could leave me any confirmation or comments, if you're led by God. I mean, don't go in guessing. I really like for people to pray. We can all make our guesses. But if you're led by God and you really recognize some symbolism, then please leave it in the comments. And be sure and tell me any of your dreams if you want to. I always love hearing them.